So what's up? What's up, everybody? It's me, True Star Screamer. It's Thursday. It's 9 o'clock, and you know what that means. It's time for the FigureAction podcast. I am joined tonight by the man, the myth, the master of the chill. We click his videos. He is right as of right now trying to be the yin to my yang. Believe me, I see what you're doing there. T-Man 978. How you
Hello,
doing,
everyone. I am great.
dude? Your audio is on point tonight.
I forgot what I did different. I think before I was logged in as like the web browser version, but now I'm just the regular browser. I mean the desktop version, but now it's the regular browser, and that made it better.
Well, I can tell you it shows. As always, we got you amazing folks in the chat. I'm seeing Princeton Phalanx. I'm seeing Venom Bite. I am seeing the Titan. Hail to you, sir. Magnus Prime has joined us. Toy Mafia, of course, paying homage to those who are no longer with us. And all of you guys who are on the replay squad, thank you so much. Please hit that like button. If you are watching this through one of our affiliate channels, Junkyard Crafts and Builds, my own personal channel, please check us out on the FigureAction podcast and give us a subscription. What is up, Aquatechy? He agrees. It's not just me. It makes a difference. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
And of course, we will try to catch just the two of us tonight, so we'll be trying to catch your chats, but don't worry, guys. All your chats to me will always be super chats. But we need more subscriptions, man. Come on. We can actually get that little button on here. It's effortlessly random. Thank you. All that. You got the Devastation, Optimus Primus, and Studios. You got Scrapper. That's good to see. Speaking of things that people got, T, how's your weekend? What'd you get?
My week has been tiring, but okay. What did I get? People who watch my T-Man's toy hunt already saw that I was able to get this lady, Solus Prime from Transformers Age of the Primes. They got to keep putting Prime in the subtitles of these Transformers line every few years. But I have thoughts on it, and I need to actually film it. I didn't. Did I say Kevin Womack helped me get him? I got a Red Alert as well. He is great. Everything is tight on him except these heels. Every time I turn around, the heel holds itself back up. It is like the one thing on this robot that feels cheap. Everything else feels way better than normal. And it should because of the size, but it's shorter, but has the same amount of Voyager class plastic. Randomly, this is not this guy, but the weapon he's holding.
Mm-hmm.
I found Apex. Is it Apex Legends?
Apex Legends, yes.
Yes, Apex Legends, like blind box, like shotgun right here called the Peacekeeper.
I used to play the heck out of that game. I dropped out of it. It was fun.
Yeah, so I'm happy the game might have been a little bit good, but the toy line failed miserably.
Oh god, the toy line was absolutely god awful.
Yes, every figure, because they're $3 at Ross, I was like, you know what, let me try it. Then I'm like, oh boy, why did I waste $3? Now there is like one figure out there that looks like it has the articulation it's supposed to have, but I never see that in Ross.
I don't trust it. I wouldn't trust it.
I seen somebody review it. It has all the articulation, but the other ones have stunted articulation. But these Fortnite figures were great, and I was disappointed. But this gun actually matches with him, and he didn't come with the gun. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. He came with everything but a real gun. But I believe that's it for me. How is your week, true star streamer.
My week did pretty well. Someone tried to text me. No, no, good. That's when I text. So I thought somebody was trying to get my attention. No, my week did pretty well. I actually got that review up for the NECA Peter Cushing figure, which had me absolutely thrilled. So please check out my channel for that. Got this. We actually find this guy from the Cabal, Mythic Legions Cabal, the Silver Horn. This guy is pretty neat, but then again, I'm really enjoying almost all the knights I've been picking up from them. I didn't realize he had cloven hooves, which was kind of cool. So this guy, just nice little bit of nature in there.
Do those horns come off too easy?
They don't go off. They don't come off pretty easy. I mean, it was hard enough time getting them in there.
That guy I got with the wings, his horns come off too easy.
Oh, you got the unknown, didn't you?
Yeah, they just fall right off.
Oh, I'll take those wing things. Anyway, I was able to make it to a North Carolina underground toy swap. Which has been going around in this area for years, but always ends up happening on my day, on when I'm working. And it finally happened on one of my days off. So that was pretty neat, and I was able to pick up some neat things. Two big ones are these diorama pieces. This came with the Young Justice Red Arrow, which I could care less about the Red Arrow figure, but I've been wanting a rooftop piece for my photography for freaking ages, and I just can never get around to building one, so this makes me very happy. Plus, I got a little castle top too as well. This is from Marvel Legends. Can't remember. I think this came with a Doctor Doom. I can't remember, or maybe even a Marvel Select. I want to say it's a Legend because it had these, the screw holes so you can hang it on the wall. But again, just a nice little piece. I could take, upward photography from that one for a castle site, for a castle view. At the swap, I was able to pick up a Mythic Legions Dwarf Builder.
Oh.
Pretty cool. So finally I got a figure who I could see eye to eye with. Yes, I made the joke so nobody else could.
Yeah.
One thing that I've been looking for and wanting for my collection is I got the Death Adder from Mezco. So I was able to get a very good deal for him. I got him for $90, which is pretty good. I was happy for that. And finally, I have finally got in my collection an official Savage Crucible figure. So I've got replacement feet on order. I was actually pretty happy that it was like $8 shipped, but I had $14 in Shopify cash. So basically it nixed itself out. So
awesome.
And the fact I got the Savage Crucible for $40, which that means as opposed to ordering one, paying for shipping and things like that, I was very pleased with that. So
I might have a diorama piece for you if you're collecting those.
Oh, what you got?
I forgot the character's name. It's an Idris Elba character. It's a Diamond Select figure.
Hemedal? Hemedal?
No. He was somebody, I think it's Gunslinger or something like that.
Oh, that's from the Dark Tower.
Yeah. I forget what the diorama piece is, but I've done nothing with that figure.
Well, more importantly, though, we know what I got. We know what you got, but I want to know, Mike, what'd you get this week? How you doing?
Oh, Mike wasn't ready. Hi. Hello. Howdy.
We're always
Welcome
ready.
all.
Yeah, that face he was making, that's what his meta face looks like all the time.
You mean the constipated look? Sweet. Hi everyone. What are we doing right now? Stuff, things and stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff and
How's your
things.
week? How are you?
And for some reason, your audio is off. Your audio is a little off. You're very quiet.
I'm very quiet. I have this thing next to my mouth. That's what she said. I don't know.
Just saying, for once, T-Man's audio is the best tonight.
How's that? Is it better?
Much better.
Much better. That's a much better thing. All right. Stuff. A few things this week because it's mostly catch up. No
No
mustard
mustard?
about that. No. So BBTS, I got my graveyard in finally, as well as something that's been sitting or I've been waiting for a long time to get, but this finally came in. So this one's really
I need
cool.
to watch Daredevil. I heard the last episode was absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, I haven't really watched anything of Born Again yet.
I'm hearing
But
very
to
good
keep
things.
on, I had a gift card from Nerdzoic, so I picked up a Hush Scarecrow that just arrived last night. Not bad. But to round out a Mayfex style list of things, I got in my CT Toys Wolverine. Was the fastest shipping I've ever received from AliExpress. I think this was like 8 days from ordering to house,
Damn.
which is cool because it has the alternate curve claws for their CT version of the Tiger Stripe. So that's kind of cool. Other than that, it was some water slides from Bad Mother Customs for my Air Eagle, which if you didn't get the first round, the Chosen Prime has their second batch of Air Eagles coming in because I almost had a second one inadvertently purchased, but I canceled that in time. So yeah, Helverine is actually worth it. I wasn't really in, having a lot of interest with it, but knowing it, you could get the alternate claws, and it was $12 on sale, so I figured, what am I going to lose? So, um, yeah.
12
So that's
bucks
about
for
a
a throwaway character? I'm good with that.
I have a
yeah.
question for the audience. I got these, like I showed, and now I'm trying to cancel them on Amazon, and Amazon absolutely refuses to cancel them. So,
They
like
might
you just
already be in the
mentioned,
mail to you.
no, this was the past weekend. They were
Uh,
saying something about it's processing, but I'm like, it still says the middle of April. But I feel like I'm probably going to be getting a bunch of stuff and mailing it back to them.
yeah. I mean, that's what I had to do with that Lucy, which, oh shit, I forgot one more thing. Now that you brought it up. My last uh, build a figure piece came in this week, so I got Nightcrawler, so now I can put that all together.
I hate think
And
they're going to get me with that.
yeah, I mean, I returning stuff. I mean, thankfully for us, we got that Amazon Fresh store down in Glen Burnie. You can just put things off and go, which is a lot easier than Whole Foods.
It's annoying, but at least it's not painful. You know,
No, it's just and usually with they refund you within an hour or two once you drop it off, which is good because
exactly. So I'm
sometimes
just, it's le-
that's the
I've
pain.
had more hassle returning things to Target. Let's put it that way.
Oh
Yep.
boy. Yeah, the
So
last thing I
but
returned to Target, it went to the UPS store and no tracking information ever updated from UPS. So somebody took it from there.
Hmm.
I just saw Titan's message about Shadow Slate and stuff. I'm surprised is it still up? Savage Crucible.
Oh, that's cool. Well, we'll see how it goes. But well, it's good to see you guys. I'm glad you could join us. I know we heard you were 50-50 tonight, so we're glad things that went on the right 50 side.
Yep. Yep. It works. Been work.
Well, it's 2020.
I wish. Used to. But here we got something something that's buzzing that's brand new.
We'll be talking about that. Don't worry.
Cool.
I got a nice agenda for tonight.
Oh, okay.
So let's start off with the most important thing, because you know what every Transformer collector needs. The one thing that the market has truly been clamoring for, almost demanding. We've got another Masterpiece Prime coming to us, guys.
Hmm.
Yay.
Yeah.
So we just got the first teaser image for the MPG. So really, this is the most definitive Prime. Forget those other ones you bought, guys. They're utter trash. This will be the most definitive Prime. And that's all we've got right now. People are just trying to, speculate, enhancing the pictures as best as they can. What I saw one guy here. We've got a most accurate truck mode to date.
Yes.
Yeah, that must be what they're going for.
Is
I
it
can
me or
tell.
I think that looks more like Huffer. Just saying.
Yeah, true.
That alt mode, I'm saying.
That might be what current day flatbeds look like.
Yeah.
But I'm not too excited myself on this because after getting this for how much he costs, and I didn't pay the $450, I paid like $320. This is the definitive one for me. That looks like it's not even in scale. He was good. I liked MP10. Once I got it in hand, I was like, this is almost still a chug.
I still have MP01.
I still have that to buy the 20th anniversary version.
Yeah. But as you can tell, though, I mean, the head sculpt does look cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the the big antenna, but he's got short stacks.
Did we mention it looks like he has 5mm hands?
Well, he's you can see there's a pin right here.
Yeah, it's like a pin, just like on the Commander class Optimus.
Yeah.
Where all the fingers are connected.
Okay, so it's actually an open close. So it's like this. It's not gonna be like a Jetfire where it has like the little 5mm port built in where if you open it up,
No.
or whatnot.
It looks like he just has opening fingers, but the shape is perfectly so. Even if you put the gun in there and open his fingers, he'll still be holding it.
Oh, okay.
Like leader class Optimus from Siege, from Earthrise.
But we'll see. Which that means then we're gonna get a white version. We're gonna get a purple version. We're gonna get a Nemesis version. So
maybe at this size they'll have Ultra Magnus armor.
And then we're gonna get a we're gonna get a Secret 4.0 because why round out the original ARC bots when we can just keep making these?
Right. They need to do the tone head first.
How many times are you going to buy the same thing over and over again?
Speaking from Action Force, no, I'm kidding.
I was waiting for that. So,
hey, listen, I am just as guilty with all the army building I do. So, but once again, the only thing better than getting an Optimus Prime figure, though, is getting, you guessed it, another Optimus Prime figure. But okay, you know me, I do love the YOLO Prime AMK series, and this is the Rise of the Beast Prime, and this does look pretty badass. Have any of you guys bought any of the movie YOLOs yet?
I have Bumblebee.
I was tempted for Scourge, and I just got that Studio Series last week, but I do like that it's got the skeleton and the retractable, the alternate head on here. I mean, this looks like a walking, talking CGI model. Maybe not talking, but I do find them impressive as hell.
Is this different from their previous?
Well, this is the AMK Pro version. So this one does have lights to it. So the previous one, yeah, it's got the die cast on there. I'll just go ahead and jump down to here. The accessory count, he has also a heavy duty stand.
No.
This one is going for $85. So when you factor in the electronics, the die cast, all those parts, let's put it this way: it's definitely costs less than the 3.0 version. That would be offering you very similar options.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll just watch
Which
the
one-
movie again.
Was it Yellow Park or 3.0 that had the big ass Rodimus or Optimus Primal?
That was YOLO Park actually who did that.
Okay. Did that ever get released?
I don't know, to be honest. I honestly didn't care, to be honest, but
Yeah.
I do like the fact that again you got the arm blasters, you got the rifle, 2 swords, and the axe.
Yeah, I like the idea of the breathing primal.
Yes.
Mm.
You know what? Speaking of Primal, and of course, cool things from Transformers. This has to be the dumbest repaint I have ever seen to date.
What is
Literally,
this?
it is called the Elite Seeker and Elite Ground Trooper. They don't even have names. They're basically drones.
Oh, you don't remember them from the game?
Mm.
Oh, on Devastation, you fought them over and over and over and over and over again.
Well,
I'm shocked these weren't released sooner, but they just now started doing Devastation toys, so I guess now it's perfect. But I already knew once we got Runabout and Run Amok, I was like, they will be perfect because basically the drones were Runabout and Run Amok.
Was that what
And
this is? Or is that this or is this Sunstreaker? The legs. Are the legs Sunstreaker or are the legs Runabout Run Amok?
That's
Never mind. I see the feet.
That's Runabout Run Amok.
Got it.
So Figure Fight Club, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, but this is what they looked like in the game, so.
Including using the primal swords?
Yep, they had swords that sort of look like that.
So, I mean, okay. Yeah.
If you played good enough, they never got to use the swords. You were too busy kicking their ass and hitting them with Optimus Prime's trailer.
Gotcha.
I was doing the gameplay on my gaming channel, but then I pretty much quit on that channel.
Pulse right now, I see it's here. Yeah.
It's sold out.
Is it? Wow.
Yes. When I looked earlier, it was sold out already.
Damn.
These are repaints, guys. Like not even good looking repaints, but they're just.
I think it was only $50, which is technically a discount since the Seeker is a Voyager class, and it comes with extra swords.
Do they show a picture of the swords attaching anywhere on the body?
Only on the only thing it just has it on the right now for the car drone, not the Ramjet one.
So you have new swords you may not be able to even put on an alt mode to store.
Can't remember if that Ramjet had extra pegs.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had my hands on those.
I've got no creative segue for this one, but I'm to touch a little bit on third party. If Matt was here, he'd probably be pre-ordering this, but we have a New Age Toys Sunstreaker. And he's impressive. I mean, I cannot fault this engineering at all.
Wait,
yeah, all the New Age.
What was the yellow accessory?
It just
a backpack or
I don't know what that is.
I honestly don't know. Maybe it goes on the underside for him, or or allows him to mount the gun on the roof. I haven't gone through all the pictures yet, but I mean, dude, this is articulated. I mean, it's kind of a cheat on the ab crunch. You can see the big gap right there. But
yeah, New Age always has crotch crunch.
Pictures.
The photography is absolutely on point here. I mean, that is just, yeah. So, I mean, I love how they did the backpack here. But we all know what we're here. We all know what we're here to initially here to talk about. So, so Tavares.
Oh, wait, I know what it is.
Yeah, we know what this
What
is.
Mariana
T-Man.
had for dinner.
Hmm?
I said I know what we were talking about. And that was what did Mariana have for dinner? But you figure that out as we go.
That is important. That is always important to know, though. So you know how you were making. So I know you were saving up for that dragon, T, but
This, here's my confession with the dragon. I don't think that it's worth it, but if I had the money, I would get it. And that's the same thing with
okay.
this, because yeah, this is way, way over the budget by a lot.
I thought you'd be like I thought we were going to start seeing a huge buy sell trade sale, a buy sell selling thread from you soon.
I want it desperately, but I just have to know when to give up.
Yeah, I watched because I didn't know anything about this until we all sent something via email. I've been looking at. Apparently, people already have some of this in hands, like the early.
Yes,
Dude, I
so
saw like
many people.
4 TikTokers had it on here, including what's her name? You know, the girl who shows her dad's collection.
Oh, Sydney, something or other.
Pixo had it, and I liked his video, but I was like, now I know Sixo has been out forever and had beautiful pictures, so I could see why they sent it to him. But I was like, what the first guy I saw had 100 and something thousand subscribers, but I looked at Sixo and he had like.
When I was watching this episode, my wife comes
Hold
in and she's watching and she always gets a kick out of seeing me so young.
Sorry, but that did not. Trying to mute this thing. I don't want to get us a copyright strike.
It's at the top.
Ah. Thank you.
But I was saying Sixo has over 10,000 less subscribers than me, and I'm like, why couldn't I get it?
So, figure get to showcase this right here. If they did a RoboSend Jetfire,
he would be the same height as the rest of these guys.
But
yeah, I mean, this guy's the same height as Grimlock.
Yeah, and almost as tall as Optimus.
Yeah,
but it looks.
I mean,
awesome. The fact that they can make the MPO, I mean the 1.0 MP Bumblebee into a transforming toy is amazing to me.
You know, it is impressive, and the fact that it's actually a licensed Volkswagen Bug is a nice touch as well.
But like, I know it's not that complex, but to see that thing, the way it transforms to actually be a functional robot is crazy.
I'm kind of taken back by the fact that it has a steering column or the ability to make turns in vehicle mode. Because I think Optimus doesn't have that. He just kind of goes straight into.
No, he can turn.
Into. Oh, he can?
Optimus can turn. Yeah.
Oh, then that sounds stupid. All right, I'm good with that.
So
yes, it turns into a complete radio controlled truck.
I am honestly surprised. I thought you being being the Bumblebee fan that you are would be like I said. I mean, I applaud your restraint. Let me put it that way.
It's $1,000, and then it's like if you don't buy it now, it's $1,300. I'm like, good Lord. The Optimus is big. The first Optimus is way bigger than this, and that was 700.
I remember.
But now I will admit that a year later it was $1,000. But still, this and Grimlock, I mean, they are ridiculous with them. That's a huge price jump.
I think I will say of the RoboSens, the Grimlock is my favorite still. Engineering wise, it just impresses me the most watching it.
Yeah, that too. That looks just like the Masterpiece figure, and it transforms. But I love this one. Perfect
transformation
all night. I really could.
Right. The thing, like, how often you're going to be sitting here doing this? I mean, we know people that had Optimus Prime, and it was basically after the first month or two of coolness, and what are you going to do with it?
I think if you have a big mansion or a very nicer than what I have house, and you have an extremely good job, and paying for this is nothing, this is what this is made for, where you have like big fireplaces and all types of other crap.
So what you're saying is he'll be in scale with that third-party Metroflix that you bought for $1,200.
There you go. Very true. They look great next to each other. So.
No, he's too big for that.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, it looks nice. It looks perfect, but it's just
available for the public. Oh, I'm sorry, T.
It's just too expensive. I said it looks good. It looks perfect. It's just too expensive.
You just have it roaming around your mansion, T.
Right. In my imaginary mansion. The Optimus, I'll be honest with you. I don't know where the charger is, and I haven't opened that thing out the box in like I don't know how long. So it's something you'll actually play with for a couple days, and then it's gonna be nothing.
There you go.
Yeah, it's cool, but
if you have dinner parties and junk often, this would be something to have, so you can mess with it every single time. Oh, Tony!
Seriously, you're gonna program to carry drinks and hors d'oeuvres to your parties with
that
the
would
guys.
be kind of cool. Can you imagine having a bunch of those little RoboSen guys as little butlers?
And you can AI manipulate the voice of Dan Gabberstiman and have him say all sorts of stuff. Yeah,
this is far superior to Count Chocula and Frankenberry.
Oh, yes, Tony.
I was just talking about giving those away, the ones I got. But this looks amazing. He's great, I might say.
That, I think one of my favorite things about this is the basketball spinning effect.
And he comes with more accessories than the Frankenberry and Count Chocula.
He also has all the sides of the box are printed. So you actually have the nutritional information down the side.
Oh yeah, they only had one picture on the front.
You see, T, you need to have this just to have this having him shooting a basket against your starting lineup figures.
Right. That's what I was thinking about. I know a ton of people are gonna do that, depending on how tall he is.
And
even doesn't matter how tall he is, as long as he's the same. I'd still have them playing against each other. Forget Barkley versus Godzilla, man. You can have LeBron versus Tony.
Oh man, I posing with my Fortnite people.
Oh my God! Doing it again.
You got a great assortment of accessories here. Again, you got the basketball is going to peg into the finger here. You've got your spoon holding hand.
Pointing hand.
Yeah, your thumbs up hand. Basic holding hand. Got your cereal. But you know what I'm a little surprised he doesn't have?
Another
Oh,
face.
never mind. And then a default regular pointing hand. I was like, "Where's the regular pointing hand?" Okay, it's already on the default hand. Good. And the scarf looks soft goods.
It does.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's looking soft goods on here.
Does it say how tall he is in the description over there?
No. You can't get your pre-order at Hella Dope Toys with only $1 deposit to hold them.
This says 1/12 scale. Oh, I like it.
I like how he does use the tail to kind of tripod. So when you go for poses like this,
And what do they say? He's coming out in May, right? So I mean, shoot.
I'd probably say that's a
Wait.
double barbell for the torso right here. I mean, dude, you're getting. He doesn't have a butterfly joint, but you're getting maximum articulation with this guy.
He is amazing. Go down the rabbit hole. You know, Tony is your life.
I mean, again, the nice thing with something like these cereal mascots is, once again, it's one that you could pick and choose. I mean, yes, if you were doing the Frankenberry, you'd want to do the Chocula and Boo Berry because it's a set per se. Just like if they did Snap, Crackle, and Pop, you'd want all three. But I mean, who wouldn't want like a Trix Rabbit or a Lucky to to have your characters chase after?
Coco.
Oh, there you go. Jedi mindset was in line with you there with Sugar Quit. Chris, was that the alien guy?
No,
No,
can't
no.
get enough of that golden. Oh, Golden Crisp. I was thinking of Golden Crisp, the Golden Crisp guy.
Yeah, okay.
Sugar Bear was, isn't it?
Yes.
Dude, now see Captain Crunch, I'd be
Captain Crunch
all
would be awesome. Can you imagine if someone had a Captain Crunch and they had a? I mean, I know I'm not into the anime, but if you had like a little anime One Piece display, and you just slip Captain Crunch in with them because they're all pirates.
And have some soggies.
There's Sugar Bear's another one. Now some of these it might just be the whole licensing thing because
Well, they got, because they're doing both General Mills and they've been doing Kellogg's, so.
And who does Nabisco make Cheetos?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be. I cannot see. I am surprised they're not paying Jada Toys to make them. I mean, it's just, you're literally buying the ability to advertise it, you know?
No, I'm down with it. This is because I was on the fence with getting the Count Chocula, all the fruit, all the monsters and stuff. But I obviously didn't, so it wasn't enough and for me. But this I'm down.
I still, yeah, I mean, of all the ones, it's this guy and the Chester Cheetah. I'm not, the fact that they had Cheetos on his fingers was like absolute Cheeto dust on his fingers was a beautiful thing. And again, this is just Jada doing what Jada does best.
Yeah, the other mascot, Count Chocula and Frankenberry, they were before they got to this new level they are right now. So you probably should wait until they redo them.
I don't think they could get Mikey from Life Cereal because he's an actual person.
We don't like that nickname anyway.
So, yeah, we're kind of burning through some of the stuff tonight. So if you guys come, if I catch, if there's things I don't know about, please absolutely feel free to chime in. Just hitting a little bit on the import side. Reveltech is doing, they made a Suicide Squad anime, Suicide Squad Isekai, where basically the squad gets sent to a fantasy world because it's anime. But Reveltech is making a Harley Quinn from that series.
She looks good.
Yeah.
And Bandai revealed I think I put the pictures in our group chat. They revealed some stuff from their My Hero.
Yeah, this actually would go well with the Reveltech My Hero stuff. This is This though has me makes me wondering again. You know, I've been saying how I think Warner Brothers is rescinding that gun clause.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They definitely did. Even McFarlane is coming with guns now.
Yeah.
They have a Batman that's coming with guns.
Well, that Batman that's a re-release. That Batman came out about 3 years ago.
Yeah, but it's still coming with the guns, though.
Right, but I'm just saying it's a re-release. This just makes me hope that we will get a Reveltech, an officially licensed high-end Red Hood. Then that's all I want. Ultra posable Red Hood.
If this is Reveltech, or is it Amazing Yamaguchi?
Yeah, Amazing Yamaguchi is a subsidiary of Reveltech.
Their bodies look way better than they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they've absolutely improved on their over the years. Absolutely, but you can see that's the Reveltech joints on the elbows and the wrists. So it's impressive. It's absolutely impressive. This figure right here is making me very optimistic on what's going on with Loose Collector, because I'm looking at this figure and it counters so many issues I had with La Muerta.
Does it have a ball in the waist?
Well, look at, I mean, yes, look how this torso is bending.
Mm-hmm.
La Muerta could not do that, and yes, there's an ab crunch right here as well. So we now have 2 more figures from their Burning Hammer line. So we actually get now a Jackie Chan-esque design. So we got that this guy was looking like the Master from Drunken Master, which, as you can see over here from this picture.
Are those 2 released yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I do have the not Bruce Leroy on pre-order. I don't have this guy on order. Oh, well, that pose looks fantastic on him. So, T, do you have any of those of the Burning Hammers on pre-order?
I thought I pre-ordered Bruce Leroy or not Bruce Leroy, but I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen that on my PBTS pre-order list.
Oh no, it hasn't got a yeah. I mean, these pictures just dropped today.
Hmm?
These pictures here just dropped today.
The Bruce Leroy.
Oh yeah, no. I'm still waiting. Yeah, because they still need to put out Grendel first. But these prototypes also look fantastic.
There's so much stuff from Hasbro about to hit me. I'm super worried. I need them to wait till next week, please.
Well, did you put in your pre-order today for your Gamerverse 2 Kingpin?
Oh no, Amazon I didn't. Exclusive? I just put up the link. I didn't pre-order it.
Fortunately for you, surprisingly, he's still available on Amazon right now with a 1 July release date for $39.99.
And I have a link on my page on Facebook.
I wonder if he was supposed to have been he would have been the Build-A-Figure for those Spider-Verse figures.
Probably, but they're too busy getting full price for figures that don't come with Build-A-Figure pieces, plus deluxe price on the Build-A-Figure. So they're not going back. We're lucky we got that Nemesis.
And believe it or not, this is actually the last piece of toy news I've got right now.
Okay. Did you see
again, that
did you see the
I've
body?
got.
Oh, all
So
right.
Now, without, like I said, I put it in the chat, but they revealed the Ochako figure.
but
On Bandai's live
is
stream.
anybody going to be going in on this?
I don't care about that Batman enough.
This has been a fun thing to listen to this week because, you know, there's been this is kind of going back to what T was mentioning earlier about the Robeson, like he didn't get wasn't asked to look at it early, but everyone and their brother apparently is getting copies of this figure, which it was impressive. I'm not a Bale Knight fan, but I mean, for a toy, this is really cool.
Yeah, it looks good, but
That pose is amazing.
it definitely looks cool. It wasn't expensive, right?
That's the thing.
I think it's around $60.
Yeah, $50 before shipping.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, this is really a nice looking figure.
Right now, the only pre-order up is on BUMBLEBEE, but he may be popping up on more sites tomorrow.
Yes, I sent you. I don't know if I forwarded to you guys or not, but Dork Lair put out a list. Let me see if I can snag it real quick. Excuse me.
Kaiju Kitty was on 3POA, and he was actually on Figure Fight Club on Tuesday. So I got to talk to him on this, and he was talking about how this cape goes onto the figure. This chest is magnetic, and there's 2 clips on here, so the cape actually hooks inside the chest panel, and then you put the magnets over it, which I think totally is how the medieval Spawn should have done their cape, by the way. But
Now see,
this
that picture right there is awesome.
This is a hot. InArt is the type of company that normally does 1/6 scale figures, and they're right up there with Hot Toys. And some people have even said that they're better than Hot Toys when it comes to their detail and such. But this is a 1/12 scale figure, and again, this is hitting before shipping $50. This is absolutely crazy for some of these high-end companies. I mean, I'm looking at this. I mentioned on Figure Fight Club, like Storm Arena figures being like that $30 price point. I'm almost wondering if these ultra high-end companies are actually starting to scale down just to see how much more, going for like casting a wider net versus a specialty net now.
Well, yeah, with that price point, it kind of makes you feel crazy paying $50 for a Marvel thing.
It does.
I have not watched any of those reviews. I know D Amazing got his, and Jay Hernandez put out saying that he enjoyed his.
I watched the review. I can't remember who it was.
Robo had one where he fumbled his way through it. Sir Dork just came out with one today. I forget who else. There's about 4 or 5 other bigger names that had gotten this figure, which is cool. I mean, it's good for getting it out there because now it's definitely going to generate enough buzz where the list of companies like Pop Collectibles, Toy Metaverse, Gundamit, Spec Fiction Shop, wherever that is, KG Hobby, and then BUMBLEBEE, like you mentioned before. Those are ones that
Gundamit has it right here. $14 deposit, full price unknown because I guess they don't know for the shipping.
I know I watched that review. It was Dan U Reviews.
You got this?
No,
are you talking
Spider-Man? I was disappointed to find out that those webbings didn't have the bendy wire in it. I thought they were very flexible, but they don't have bendy wire.
Yeah, Toy Mediverse has theirs for a $20 deposit, and they have a release date as QX 2020X.
That's the other thing. Apparently, InArt does take a long time to make their figures.
This looks good to me.
Yeah, I would say there's enough people are showing it, but yeah, this has been the week of stuff coming in early.
Yeah, and these are the guys who are also going to be doing the higher end dark metal, death metal knights, as well as a frankly banging Catwoman.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, do you know anything about this? Jedi Mindset was asking, are these guys doing any other DC figures? Like,
I don't think
Deathstroke
they're doing it. I think LYYZ, LLJ, well, God, the other companies. There's the other Batman that's coming out, LPZZ. I think they're going to be making the Deathstroke, which is this Batman right here. I have this one on pre-order on 5K Toys personally, and they did also release a video of the articulation. See, yeah, there's their Deathstroke right there. So yeah, cool. LPZZ is going to be making that, and I am definitely interested in this. That cape looks absolutely awesome. Bruce Wayne mask face is okay, but honestly, who puts a Batman with a Bruce Wayne mask when that sneer is absolutely awesome? So
that Deathstroke picture made me think about is that the JoJo pose picture? What about the fight?
I guess I mean, but this is the one that's going to be doing the yes, they're doing that Deathstroke, and there's a. It's interesting how the arms, like the shoulder pads, get out of the way, and you can actually pull the arm out of the socket a little to give it some more space to move around. So,
what is up, Renum? It's been a while, man. Okay.
So
definitely, if there's a Deathstroke.
So yeah, if you've got some more things to drop if you want to drop the links in the private chat, I'll post them up.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, we got Toylanta coming up this weekend.
Yes, we do.
Are you going?
I am. Well, I was thinking about going, but then nobody I knew was going, so I'm going to work instead. But I do totally wish I could get that ATL figure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a whole load of exclusives that was talked about, including the for Monster Force fans. There's the next Translucent exclusive. ATL, so excited. That one looks cool. I don't know. Are they going to show that one? I don't know if they're going to show.
The only thing they've got on their website still is the ATL.
Okay. But if we go to, let me see if I can find it real quick. But their wave 2, they've been talking, and there's been updated pictures on Big Bad for wave 2's figures, including one character called the Griffin, basically the offspring of the Invisible Man.
Oh, so the Eraser.
Exclusive.
The Eraser.
Thank you for correcting me. Yes. But basically, there's a purple translucent version. So let me see if I can find it.
I put pictures in our messenger chat. I didn't see how to do it in the private chat.
I didn't see that one. Where is
I'll see what we can do here. I know we're getting that nice high quality entertainment for you guys here.
Oh, well, okay. I just saw these today. What we do in the Shadows group. They look pretty fun. I like them.
So there's the Uraka.
Yeah, they did a random live stream for SH Figure Arts, where they were showing the Bakugo and the effects set, but she's like a preliminary figure. Like it's not complete, but it looks complete. Oh yeah, and then that picture with Toga in there right there. I was in the comments like, please do a Toga, and then boom, they show that silhouette. Now I'm wondering, is that thing behind the glass? Is that, I feel like that might be All for One, possibly. Matt was he's like, it looks like Samus from Metroid. But I was like, it's
really tall, whatever it is.
Yeah, looking at the build a little bit, it kind of looks like All for one of his versions.
It could be a Nomu. It could also be a Nomu.
Yeah,
that size.
But Chaco, they're trying to get into the more feminine features more than the older figures, and it looks like she has ankle articulation. Most of the figures don't have ankle articulation because of the way her boots are shaped.
Private chat here. Sorry.
I put 2 Instagram links in the private chat, Dave, if you want to bring those up.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
They're both related to Fresh Monkey Fiction. Yeah,
he
so
does
that's the
look
exclusive.
good.
So
now, what's interesting about this is the story behind it, because it's the descendant of the Invisible Man who was then captured and then basically put in with some kind of like poison or something. So he had to work for the good guys. But then the Forgotten King cures him. And so he is now working for the Forgotten King, getting revenge for being turned into a weapon.
Yep. And then in addition, which I mean, you probably just scroll down. This is going to be, I think, the first convention that people can go and pre-order their Phantom Core unit figure.
That looks like the there's an old comic book character called the Destroyer. That looks like his head. You know, one of those guys who's now you know, one of those characters who's now public domain. And then we got the Phantom Core Command.
Yep. So this is one that you can only pre-order if you're at a convention, and they have their list of them, including Legion's Con towards the end of the year, which is probably going to be my only chance of getting them. So
glad I plan on the
at Legion's Con with you, sir.
Yeah. So, but we have that. As Titan said, Ramen Toys gonna be dropping some stuff. I think they're very close to unlocking that final pre-order item for the Musk, which I think is the LED light, street light or something.
I keep forgetting what
else this week, man. The big thing from the weekend, I guess, leading into this week was Duarte Studio, and that diorama that he makes.
T, tell me you saw that.
What?
The Duarte Studios Command Center.
Is that the guy that we're talking on 3POA?
He was on 3POA. He was on Hella Dope.
The Power Rangers Command Center?
Yep.
I saw the outside. I didn't see any intricate details besides the outside of the command center.
Dude, I thought I put the video up in the chat for you.
Yeah, this is all I've ever seen right there. That top picture.
Yeah, he did the whole command center.
This has over 500 LEDs in it.
If I thought Bumblebee was going to be too much.
Each one of these is printed, hand painted,
Yeah. It's $2,000.
Yes, $2,000.
And you have to use your own voice to talk to the Rangers.
Not necessarily, because that is for one of the add-on features is you get like a little AI version of Zordon.
Wow.
You get the physical.
Well, see,
you get
I
the
thought that was
physical
an
head,
opening for you to
or
put
you
your
can get
phone
the
in and
AI,
get the app.
you can get the CGI head.
But I mean, it's super impressive. I mean, I looking at the videos of it and everything with it, and those pictures are actually from Articulated Ninja's copy or his version.
Yeah,
So,
45 inches
yeah.
wide, 27 inches tall. The top here is reinforced aluminum, so you could put heavier figures on top of it.
I think someone had
I
a no, it was Ninja. He had a dragonfly sitting on top of it
yeah.
for to show length and stability.
You got to remember, there's only going to be like 10 to 15 of these made. So,
Yeah.
and I do know Brandon Illustrated Figs is one of the, and he's already got like 2 or 3 pre-orders already, and Brandon from Illustrated Figs is one of them. So,
I like the idea of this existing, but I will never own it. So.
oh no, this would never grace my house, but it's just, I think there's peak fandom, and then there is this. This is
Well,
truly
if you
an
had your mansion
artisan.
for your Robeson Bumblebee,
For me, this is just like looking at the dioramas that Hasbro makes for their
and it comes
official.
with it.
I don't know if he's got the cockpits in here.
Plus you get the I was going to say maybe further down in the picture list below.
I didn't see it on
Maybe
the.
scrolling down in the picture list below, they might have it. Oh.
Does he have it on here? He does some amazing work. And right now, I don't think he's got. He's also basically he's making the Zord cockpits. Those are going for like 120 each. They also light up and have wall mounting as well, which is pretty cool.
So. His stuff is just awesome. I love it.
He is a man who's definitely on top of his game for that.
If I'm saying you need a mansion and a bunch of stuff for that Bumblebee, you really need it for that because you need the space. Bumblebee could at least sit in the corner somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is definitely there's probably a DeWalt air compressor there. Probably.
Let's see what else we got for this. So we're leading into the last week of, or leading into the last weekend. No, let me start again. We're leading into the last bit of the campaign for the dragon. I mean, we have till next Sunday the 6th. They got everything funded now for the dragon and both the add-on sets. The fire set is pretty much it got all the unlocks and stretch goals done as well, so that's ready to go. The wings, they just got funded for the base part, and I think they're 86% of the way to unlocking all those extras for the Green Knight that goes with it. So if people are still interested in getting it, they have till 11 p.m. on the 6th to get it done. So
was it this week that Hasbro finalized the HasLab for Lyle Kaiser?
And apparently the Lyle Kaiser was apparently their most successful HasLab.
Really?
I think all those Japanese people really wanted it.
I was that close. I almost cracked, but then I realized I never opened my Deathsaurus. I really have just been staring at a box this whole time. I mean, if it was David from 6 years ago, I would have been one of the first people to buy that because I actually do have, a connection to that character.
Yeah.
But then I also realized I could get the Studio Iron Factory.
So you have Death Source.
Hmm?
I was saying you have Death Source and Star Saber, or Star Victory, or Victory Saber, whatever he is.
I didn't get Victory Saber, but I got Death Source.
And I have Victory Saber without Death Source.
When the Victory Saber HasLab was going on, I think the house was flooded. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Something was going on here with my life. Yeah, I had to make a mature decision.
Well, when Biokaiser was coming out, we have eggs that are $20.
Hey, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of big things coming through here soon. So, yeah.
I don't have a connection to Lyle Kaiser, but I did want it, but I can't do that right now.
No, exactly. Sometimes you got to make decisions. I mean, for me, like I said, Lyle Kaiser was one of my favorite combiners, and I am very happy that it went through. So, I got to point this one out. I hope I don't want to say our streak may have ended, Mike.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they've got more backers from when I watched this morning, but I think they just might. I don't know if you hit the video, it tells you the percentage that they're at, and I think this afternoon they were still at 49% funded.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So we talk about Death Dealer.
People don't like Zombie Martian.
Did we talk about Death Dealer last week?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I think we did. Yeah,
I don't
because
know
it was open for pre-order.
I mean,
last week.
I bought yeah, we talked about Death Dealer last. Yes, remember because Matt was talking about 8 helmets.
Yep. You're right. At 8 heads.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
And then we talked about how we're not impressed with Frazetta Girl's build so far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a good picture of it, but I do know that Loose Collector put out some images of their Yeti prototype, which I can't get excited about that yet because I'm still so disappointed about my werewolves.
Yeah. Oh, Titan. Adam said it when he was on our stream that they were not going to incorporate e-retailers' numbers into the final campaign. They wanted it to stand on their own. So even if people pre-ordered through BBTS, those numbers I don't think are going to count towards that. But that might change. That might change. They might change their mind in the next 4 days just to get them over the hump.
Is that a good idea?
We'll find out in 4 days, is what I can say.
Yeah. I mean, I applaud them for keeping a tightly run campaign with it. So, speaking of Kickstarters, Brutal Realm had some new pictures out this week of what was it, Chief Mateo?
Mm-hmm.
So
just wait until finally getting a figure in hand.
Yeah, they're progressing well with that.
Only other new thing I can think about is, didn't they just reveal some Star Wars Black Series stuff?
They did stuff like the Star Wars Visions. I know they've got the black and white samurai with the R2-D2 with the straw hat, which I thought was
that looked awesome. He was like
not my thing personally, but
5D37 or some crap.
Yeah.
But and then, as we all know, toy prices are going up. I think we mentioned this last week. I think everyone should just be double strip diagrams. What the heck is he talking about there?
He might be double-sided, maybe. Is what T was saying, where he saw the outside of the command center and then not the inside.
I don't know.
I don't know. Clarify it for us, buddy.
That one threw me off there. But
Oh yeah. Gee, but you're saying prices. Yeah, Spotty Mac came out swinging, saying that his prices were going up.
at least he announced it before just saying, "Oh, by the way, here's my next figure, and it's now priced up."
Yeah, I mean, and he set out a series of four new figures this week. Two of them are pretty much bangers, in my opinion. The Page Punchers.
Oh yes,
I don't know if you guys
actually,
saw
I
those.
do want to look at those because it does have. We're talking about the gun thing. It kills me because this is a figure. If this came out a couple years ago, I would have been. This is. It's finally one of those figures I would have gotten. Is it on his? I'm on his website now.
I would say if also it's BBTS too. Excuse me.
Because he's just put out. I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick.
All right, so you're looking at McFarlane.
The funny thing is, his prices already went up on his own stuff. The stuff that he didn't need licensing for was already higher than the DC stuff, which was nuts.
This right here has been one of my dream figures for him to make. This Deadshot. Because I am a huge old school Suicide Squad. And so
they're still pinned.
Oh, absolutely still pinned.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that this figure's finally being made. It's like, God damn it.
They're gonna go up on the price, but they're gonna keep those pinned.
He's gonna head out of DC with a bang.
This one already has it on eBay right now for $50.
You'll see it if you go to Target enough.
But it's a good picture of it in box. So you see here he's got, I mean, look at this though. You've got pointing hands, you got 3 sets of hands, you've got versions of it with not shooting, bullets going, or even as a flamethrower. That's just crazy. Like all those accessories. Damn.
Are those guns?
Put his other reveals in the private chat too.
Those yeah, he's got wrist mounted. You said the. Thank you. That's Yeah, the original comic book Deadshot had wrist mounted guns. So this is the figure that you were talking about, T. This is the Grim Knight Batman, and that came out of. That's a much better painted version of him, but he came out with the when that one came out a couple years ago. It had those guns on there.
Did it have the ones he could hold?
Yeah.
There's 2 on the side. The back is one. It was like a molded piece.
Yes. And then you've got your Kingdom Come Superman.
Which this actually looks really good. I'm not gonna lie about that. So, I mean, which is why it sold out so quick.
I saw the Fleischer one in stores the other day.
Really?
I was debating on that because that was one of my first VHS tapes.
That's the one that had the chain, the soft chain that ran around the chest.
I don't think it had a chain.
So.
Oh yeah, then they brought these things. I have no idea what the hell these are supposed to be. these Todd mods.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
just
it's
soft vinyl figures.
Yeah,
They
they're
look like
statues
them,
that are stylized.
Yeah, they look like they're from the Max universe.
That makes more sense, actually. That makes a lot. Actually, that's probably the best observation right there. That they.
This one looks kind of funny. I like this one actually. If I was really getting into these, because I mean, you got a big ass shark with, boxing mitts on.
King Shark's a shark. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? No, I'm just ending it right there. After that Batman just killed any toy desire I had right there. I'm good.
I like that as some random art while I'm scrolling, and that's about that.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about NECA at all?
NECA's. I mean, the only big thing from NECA is that. I mean, I saw the Holothon stuff, but a lot of it's just repaints. And then they are reissuing the Turtles as a 5-pack with the Ghost Splinter. But nothing.
The Count.
Hmm?
The Count.
Oh,
For your
Count.
Sesame Street.
Right. Let me pull that NECA thing. I am
Oh,
sorry. I'm
I
running
thought
out.
we already saw that, though.
Guys. I apologize.
What's that?
I thought we already saw the Count. Did you open them?
I'm opening it up now.
I did. They're cool. I like them.
I've seen that Have you seen some of the photography people have been doing with Bert and Ernie? They've been doing some messed up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can get yourself a Pee Wee Herman. Then you got your Thug Turtles. April O'Neil looks pretty good though. The Mirage series.
Ugh.
Well, it
Yeah,
helps if
and
you.
see, I'm not sure where these all came from.
This is from The Last Ronin.
Okay. The repainted Shredder, which looks good.
This Shredder could have been so good, except he doesn't have an ab crunch. And then these are stylized to look like from the black and white comic.
Mm-hmm.
And there's our Count.
He looks so nice.
I never realized he had a paisley interior on his cape.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's wired too, which is awesome.
And another Michael Myers.
We didn't need them. I mean, we didn't have enough, Michael.
Yeah.
So
April O'Neil's the hottie of the group.
see, like
Shredder
this
looks
Shredder
cool.
here, it's got an ab crunch. Why can't the other Shredder have an ab crunch? And a Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So that April was that just the Malibu edition?
Mirage, yeah.
The Malibu comics or Mirage comics? Sorry.
Mirage Comics, yeah.
Okay.
That's how she looked in the comics.
She was brown. Actually, was that comic black and white?
Mm-hmm. When it first came out.
Now, was she actually painted on the cover?
I don't remember. I was like 8 years old when it came out.
Need you to go into your geek archive brain and remember.
Sorry. They actually did the OG. I know they did the OG Shredder clones. So, yeah. Funny thing. So he's talking about Mariano's talking about the OG, the Worm Shredder. In the original comics, the Shredder only had like 3 appearances. He was not really well. He was a major character of the first story arc. He wasn't actually a major character in the comic, which I thought was very interesting. There was the original one, then they used like these worms to resurrect him, and then those worms ended up affecting mutating a shark. So there was also then a shark version of Aruka Saki. So it was kind of interesting from that. There's your there's your there's your deep dive in the comic brain archive.
Like they killed off their big bad.
Well, he wasn't really a big bad. When the cartoon came out, they only read the first story arc. Like, okay, the Shredder guy is cool, so we'll use him as the big bad. The original Turtles never actually had a big bad.
Wasn't he like in the comic? Was he Splinter's like nemesis?
Not really. Splinter was more his nemesis. He didn't know Splinter existed. Splinter literally was the pet rat of his nemesis, and then he killed his nemesis, and then Splinter was like, I will get revenge for him. So
I hated that. When I watched that movie, I had no idea it was based on the comic. And I was like, this is so dumb.
Well, I read it was weird because when the cartoon came out, for some reason it wasn't showing where I lived, and then I kept seeing all the toys, so my dad bought me a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle graphic novel, and it was very different.
Yeah,
but
I definitely did showing where I lived at, so I got hooked on it that way.
It's like being a kid and you want to go to Blockbuster, and your dad's like, "Okay, I'll rent you a cartoon movie. Here's this heavy metal thing. It's a cartoon. It should be good for kids."
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
Well, to answer the question here with Red Sonja, I mean, I saw that she's starting to come out, I guess.
Oh, the Boss Hacks, the
Boss Fight Studios.
Boss Fight Studios. I'm not really vested in that. I'm sure with considering how many Conan figures are coming out right now, we'll probably get a Red Sonja in a variety of manufacturers, to be honest.
Yeah, I was watching someone who had their copy. The only thing that kind of struck them as being off was the ball peg for the neck is so high up that even when you put the head on, you can see there's a bit of a gap along the backside of her jawline, and then the hair kind of goes from there.
But I bet she stands better than this collector version. I bet she poses better than a Frazetta Girls version.
Yeah, I'm looking at pictures now. She's got boots on that actually look like boots, not little not high heels.
Dear God, yeah. Dear toy companies, if you're listening to me at all, just stop the high heels. Just fucking stop the high heels.
Tell the artist to stop drawing them with high heels.
I mean, I was looking at my Spawn figures, and I have the She Spawn figure, and it's like she's got these damn spike ass high heels. There's no reason a woman in combat should be freaking wearing those things.
Yes, you're saying the other version, I mean, which is this one here. I mean, she was what, $70, and then the boss fight right now is MSRP of $50. But yeah, it's definitely going to be better from what I saw, because she has I want to say she has a double ball peg torso, which this one doesn't. I mean, this has the Marvel mid torso twist, and that's about it.
Yes.
But yeah, everything else is double jointed pinless with her. So I just think, I don't know. Looking at the boss fight, she looks very pale compared to God damn it, this one here.
A pale redhead? No way.
Feel she's what's that?
I said a pale redhead? No way.
Yeah, I know. Well, this one here, I mean, she actually has a little bit of shading in her. I know you can't tell it here, but you know, oh, it would sit a little bit. They would match up a little bit skin tone wise with Conan. So,
gotcha.
But you're right. She's a ginger, so she should be a little paler.
All right. Well, I think that's the main stuff I think we got for this week. That being said, gentlemen, any particular reviews or things we should be keeping an eye on for your channels?
At some point, And I know it ain't gonna be tonight. I'm gonna review this. And his sister over here.
And for you, Mike, are you crafting or building anything anytime soon?
I've been doing a little bit like a storyline thing for my next kind of like look through at some stuff that I picked up from a while ago, but it's just been going slow. But yeah, I have some 3D printing things I've been working with that something I was saying I was going to put out a couple weeks ago, but I haven't yet. But like I've been trying to finesse my way of getting rid of print lines on 3D prints. So show that with some of the stuff that I've been working with for vehicle and such. But everything else I'm kind of progressing along.
And like I said, on my channel, I currently got the Peter Cushing Van Helsing figure review. Please check that out. And I'm going to be still slowly working through my Mythics purchases. So got all kinds of fun coming up. And speaking of fun, guys, we appreciate everyone who has joined us this week. We appreciate all of you again on the Replay Squad. Thank you all so much for joining us. And as always,
Click like if you didn't.
Yes, please click that like button on whichever channel you're currently watching this on. Please, if you're on either one of our simulcasts, check out our main channel here, the FigureAction Podcast. If you're at the FigureAction Podcast, check out the simulcast on one of our other channels because we all need the likes. And as always, until next time, take care. Peace.
Thanks, guys.